Okay, so once upon a time, I was driving in a truck with my father, and we came to a roundabout, right? So this was us. We came to the roundabout, and we were stopping. We were slowly edging up, right? We weren't at the white line yet, but we were getting there because there was already a car, just kind of going around the roundabout, right? But it was finally our time to go. But there's another car approaching, so we took our go. So we started going, and then all of a sudden my dad slams on his brakes instantly and stops. And I was kind of shook. I was because like we went from here, we sped up, tried to get in the roundabout, and he stopped on the brakes instantly. So I was like, "Yo, what the hell?" And then that's when I realized that there was a guy in front of our car, and I was like, "Well, what the hell is this? Why is there a guy in front of our car?" This guy, completely unfazed that a 3,000 pound truck just stopped right in front of him, continues on walking away and just kind of leaves. And I was so confused because he just completely walked in front of us with no guards. He didn't even look at the car. He had headphones in, and he was looking at his phone, and he couldn't even see it, and then he walked away, completely gone. I was so phased, and then we left and went through the roundabout. But that made me realize how little that guy regarded the situation was in. He had a like 5,000 pound truck hurling towards him, and he didn't feel frightened at all. At all. He didn't seem phased at all, which completely amazes me because if I was walking and I saw a $5,000 Goliath approach me, I would be shit scared. So this guy was just completely able to zone out, and that makes you think: why was he able to zone out? Why was he able to, completely overcome that fear? And I think it has to do with civilians having the right of way. Now this brings me to my actual point on why should the right of way not be given to civilians? Well, for many reasons. I think that it makes people too ignorant having the right of way. Because how this world works, when the civilians have the right of way, they believe they're invincible. They believe that because the light says that they're free to go, that they can waddle on past and be completely fine. And that's why I feel so many deaths happen, because like so many people are so ignorant in that manner. Like, yeah, you do have the right of way, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop for you. Like, yeah, the law says I stop for you, but what happens if I don't stop? What happens if I can't stop and you just get hit and you die? You would not have seen it coming because to you, you would have thought, oh, I have the right of way, he won't hit me, which I feel is the reason why so many people die, is because their ignorance. They believe the law can protect them. The law is only there to solve the problem after it's happened. So if you're walking around on the street, right, la di da di da, minding your own business, thinking you're safe, and I had a bad day at work or something, right, and I floor you, and you die, what is the law gonna do? You're dead. The law isn't gonna help you. The law is gonna put me in jail, and I'm gonna be locked behind bars for the rest of my life. But you're dead. So who really won here? Who really won here? You're going to jail, and I'm going to jail, and you're dead. And now I'm going to be sued for lots of money and spend the rest of my life in jail for manslaughter or murder, whatever. But you're dead. So that's why I feel that the law shouldn't be like that. Also, another example, another reason I think is that 9 times out of 10, when something happens to a driver that involves a civilian that has the right of way, 9 times out of 10, if it's taken up in a court of law, the driver is always at fault. Now, the 1 out of 10 times is for one or two reasons. A, the car is just chilling, right? And it's driving, doing what it's supposed to do. And is driving, whatever, and someone jumps in front of it and hits it. If the person doesn't die, normally, sometimes the driver can be fine if they have a good lawyer, because they weren't purposely doing it and they didn't actually kill them. But the only other time that I see them winning the case is if a random attacker comes out of nowhere and starts attacking the car, and then they drive off and hit the person, and they get injured or die, and then that sometimes can be okay. But besides that, anytime a civilian hits a or a car hits a civilian, it's always the car's fault, regardless of what it is. What I mean is that having civilians always have the right of way, and them knowing that no matter what happens, they will be quote unquote fine, it makes people think they're invincible and can do whatever they want. For example, let me put this away from cars. Let me switch the subject. Why in my life would I go to a dangerous place? For example, I'm just gonna say, not dangerous, but a high crime area. Let's just say like the Bronx or Chicago, somewhere that is more dangerous, right? And wave around a wad of cash, saying potentially offensive things to people. Why would I do that? I can't get hurt. I can't get attacked. I can't get stolen because the law says if any of that happens, I'll go to jail. But still, an attacker runs up on me, beats the shit out of me, and then takes off with my money. But why not? The law said they can't do that. Now I'm dead, bleeding on the side of the road, lost all my money. But no, it's fine because they caught the guy, and now he's going to prison, but I died. The law said he couldn't do it, but he still did it because there was a reason for it. The law says that they're going to be fine, the cars won't hit them, but that still sometimes happened by accident. This happened on purpose. There was reasons for this. But sometimes it happens on accident. And now all that's done. I forgot to stop the roundabout. I hit a civilian that was not paying attention at all because they believe they're fine. The civilian died, and now I'm thrown into jail. Boo womp. This could all have been avoided if the civilian paid attention and made themselves visible and aware to the situation. Or if they saw that I wasn't going to be able to stop, was able to get out of the way when, something bad was going to happen, or even try to survive. Because if people had that instinct that, they don't want to die and not everything is always going to be okay and they should, look behind them once in a while, it would make everything safer. And that's why I don't think the right of way should always be given to civilians, because sometimes it can definitely be the civilian's fault.